Canto 9, Chapter 18, Text 18 today. Till 17 we discussed in the last class. Today we are discussing 18 onwards. So 18 to 23 is the discussion of Yayati. Maharaj Yayati marries Devyani. Okay. So in the previous section, till shloka number 17, 5th to 17. We discussed the fight between Devyani and Shramishta. They were fighting and Shramishta threw Devyani inside the well, and then Maharaj Yayati further he comes there and protects her. So that story is there. Okay. Tasyam gatayam swagraham yayatir mragayam charan प्राप्तो यदृच्छया कूपे जलार्थी ताम ददर्शः. Tasyam, when she Gatayam went swagraham to her home, Yayati, King Yayati, Mragayam hunting, Charan wandering, Prapta arrived, Yadrachaya by chance, Kupe in the well, Jal Arthi desiring to drink water, Tam her Devyani, Dadarsha saw her indeed. After throwing Devyani into the well, Shramishta went home. Meanwhile, King Yayati, while engaged in a hunting excursion, went to the well to drink water and by chance saw Devyani. Okay? She was inside the well, he was hunting and he reached there, he was thirsty, he wanted to drink water. So he went near the well and in the well he saw that there is one girl, Devyani. Okay? दत्वा स्वम उत्तरं वासस तस्यै राजा विवाससे गृहीत्वा पाणिना पाणिं उज्जहार दयापरः दत्वा giving swam his own उत्तरम upper vasah cloth tasyai unto her Devyani Raja the king vivasase because she was naked gृहीत्वा catching पाणिना with his hand पाणिम her hand Ujjahara delivered Devaparaha being very kind. Seeing Devyani naked in the well, King Yayati immediately gave her his upper cloth. Being very kind to her, he caught her hand with his own and lifted her out. Okay, she was inside the well, so he gave one cloth because she was naked. Then he was very kind, he took her out. So while taking her out, he caught her hand. That's a very important thing. Okay. So then what happened after that? Because he caught the hand. Okay. So then Devyani said something. Tam viram aho sanasi prem nirbharaya gira rajam stvaya grihito me pani par puranjaya हस्तो ग्राहो परो मा भूत गृहीतायास्त्वया हि मे एषा ईशकृतो वीरा संबंधो नौना पौरुषा. Tam unto him Viram Yayati Aha said, Ausanasi, the daughter of Ushana, Kavi, Shukracharya, Prem Nirvaraya, saturated with love and kindness. Gira by such words, Rajan, O king, Tvaya by you, Grihita, accepted may my Pani hand, Para Puranjaya, the conqueror of the kingdoms of others. Hastagraha, he who accepted my hand, Apara, another Ma, may not Bhoot become. Grihitva, accepted Tvaya by you, he indeed may of me. Esha, this Isha Kritaha, arranged by providence, Veera, O great hero. Sambandha, relationship now our na, not Paurusha, anything man-made. With words saturated with love and affection, Devyani said to King Yayati, O great hero, O king, conqueror of the cities of your enemies, by accepting my hand, you have accepted me as your married wife, because you caught my hand. Because only my husband can catch the hand of his wife, a girl. So because you caught my hand, so now you have accepted me as your wife. Let me not be touched by others. Because now you have touched me, so now it is your responsibility. You are the first one who touched me, so now it is your responsibility that you should take care that nobody else should touch me. Let me not be touched by others. For our relationship as husband and wife has been made possible by providence. Because you may ask how it is possible. No, by providence it is made that you are my husband now. I am your wife, and since you touched me, so now your duty is that you should take care that nobody else other than you should touch me. Not by any human being. So this is not by this marriage is not arranged by any human being, but it is arranged by providence. So what we can do? Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While taking Devyani out of the well, King Yayati must certainly have appreciated her youthful beauty, and therefore he might have asked her which caste she belonged to. Thus Devyani would have immediately replied, "We are already married because you have accepted my hand." Okay. So because Prabhupada is saying because Yayati might have asked which caste, because he might be attracted towards her beauty, may get this marriage idea. So first thing when they get idea, then they will ask, okay, let me ask about her caste. So Devyani said, what caste? You are already married. We are already married now. Uniting the hands of the bride and bridegroom is a system perpetually existing in all societies. So that was very important thing. A girl, if she gives her hand to another man and they catch like this, that's it. They are considered married. Right in nowadays, it's very wrong culture is going on. We don't even know. People don't know how many hands they caught. Okay, therefore, as soon as Yayati accepted Devyani's hand, they could be regarded as married. Because he caught her hand. So marriage is done. Because Devyani was enamored with the hero Yayati, she requested him not to change his mind and let another come to marry her. So she said, Devyani also attracted. She said, okay, drop any other. Nobody should else come. You are only my husband now. Okay, she requested not to change mind. Okay, so she told fine anyway that she is the daughter of Shukracharya. Okay. So in this way, she said that anyway marriage is done, you are my husband. So that is the system that Prabhupada is saying that uniting the hands of the bride and bridegroom is a system perpetually existing in all societies. So once the hands are united, they are considered married. So these kind of systems are there. So only that is why earlier days a girl will not, nobody will catch a hand of a girl unless she is his wife. And there is another custom that a girl and boy, they will catch each other's hand and they will walk 7 steps. So if they walk 7 steps, they are considered married. Okay. So these things are nowadays nobody knows and they don't even take care of, because many boy and girl they catch each other's hand and they walk many steps together, no problem. And they don't even know in their life how many hands they caught each. So anyway, it's a very corrupted culture. Okay, so this relationship has been created by the Lord. Okay, so Shukdev Goswami's conclusion is also expressed by the words of Devyani. 22. Yad idam kupa magnaya bhavato darshanam mama na brahmano me bhavita hastagraho mahabhuja kachasya barhaspatayasya sapadayam ashapam pura. So there may be question. You are daughter of Shukracharya. I am a Kshatriya. So Brahmin daughter, how she can marry to a Kshatriya? Okay. Yeah, because of idam, this scoop, Maganaya, fallen in the well, Bhavata, of your good self. Darshana meeting mama with me, na not Brahmana, a qualified Brahman, may my Bhavita will become Hastagraha husband, Mahabhuja, O great mighty armed one. Kachasya of Kach, Brahaspatisya, the son of the learned Brahmana and celestial priest Brahaspati, Shapat, because of the curse, Yam, whom Ashapam I cursed Pura in the past. Because of falling in the well, I met you. Indeed, this has been arranged by providence. After I cursed Kach, the son of the learned scholar Brahaspati, he cursed me, saying that I would not have a Brahman for a husband. She already had a curse that even though she is a daughter of Brahman, but she will not get a Brahmin husband. That curse was already having. Therefore, O mighty armed one, there is no possibility of my becoming the wife of Brahman. Anyway, I will not get a Brahmin husband because I have a curse. So don't worry that you are Kshatriya, because anyway I have to marry somebody else than Brahman. Kach, Prabhupada is writing in the purport that Kach, the son of the learned celestial priest Brahaspati, had been a student of Shukracharya, okay, from whom he had learned the art of reviving a man who has died untimely. Okay, because Shukracharya knew that Sanjeevani Vidya, he can revive a person. So he learned the art of reviving a man who has died untimely, the art called Mritya Sanjeevani. So this was especially used during war time. When there was a war, soldiers would certainly die untimely, but if soldier's body was intact, he could be brought to life again by this art of Mritya Sanjeevani. So that was art. This art was known to Shukracharya and many others, and Kach, the son of Brahaspati, became Shukracharya's student to learn it. Devyani desired to have Kach as her husband. Okay. But Kach, out of regard for Shukracharya, looked upon the Guru's daughter as a respectable superior and therefore refused to marry her. So that was the story. He learned this Mritya Sanjeevani from Shukracharya. So Shukracharya became his guru. So Shukracharya's daughter Devyani proposed Kach for marriage, but he said, "You are my Guru's daughter," so he respected her. He considered her superior, so he did not marry. So Devyani got angry. So Devyani angrily cursed Kach by saying that although he had learned the art of Mritya Sanjeevani from her father, it would be useless. That was a curse given to Kach by Devyani. When cursed in this way, Kach retaliated by cursing Devyani never to have a husband who was a Brahman. So he also gave a counter curse. Because Devyani liked Yayati, who was a Kshatriya, she requested him to accept her as his bona fide wife. So Devyani thought, anyway, I like this Maharaj Yayati, very nice, and anyway I will not get a Brahman husband, so better to marry him. Although this would be a Pratiloma Vivaha. So there is two types of Vivaha, Anuloma and Pratiloma. So this is called Pratiloma. Why? Because here the daughter is Brahmin and the man is Kshatriya, lower Varna. Anuloma means boy is Brahmin and daughter is Kshatriya. So if daughter is lower Varna, then it is called Anuloma. If daughter is higher Varna, it is called Pratiloma. Although, Prabhupada is writing here, although this would be Pratiloma Vivaha, a marriage between the daughter of a high family and the son of a lower family. She explained that this arrangement was made by providence. Okay. Okay. Last sloka. Yayatir anabhipretam devopahartam atmana manastu tadgatam buddhya pratijagraha tadvacha. Yayati, King Yayati, anabhipretam, not like Deva Upahartam, brought about by providential arrangements. Atmana, his personal interest. Manaha, mind. Tu, however, tadgatam, being attracted to her. Buddhva, by such intelligence. Pratijagraha, accepted. Tatvacha, the words of Devyani. Shukdev Goswami continued, because such a marriage is not sanctioned by regular scriptures, King Yayati did not like it. But because it was arranged by Providence and because he was attracted to Devyani's beauty, he accepted her request. Okay, even though he did not like this kind of marriage. Purport. According to the Vedic system, the parents would consider the horoscope of the boy and girl who were to be married. Important point here, okay? If according to astrological calculations, the boy and girl were compatible in every respect, the match was called Yotaka and the marriage would be accepted. Even 50 years ago, this system was current in Hindu society. Regardless of the affluence of the boy or the personal beauty of the girl, without this astrological compatibility, the marriage would not take place. That was very important thing. Okay. But nowadays, people don't think this much. They will do some kundali matching and all. But they also see the status of boy, the beauty of girl, and if it is, that thing is more prominent. You know? If kundali is not matching properly, it's okay. But the status of boy is good, they will marry. Very rich, foreign settled, government job, all these things. A person is born in one of three categories known as Devagana, Manushyagana and Rakshasgana. These are three categories. If you see the kundali, you will find out which category we are. So Devagana, Manushyagana and Rakshasgana. In different parts of the universe there are demigods and demons, and in human society also some people resemble demigods whereas others resemble demons. If according to astrological calculation there was conflict between a godly and a demoniac nature, the marriage would not take place. Suppose a boy is godly nature and girl is demoniac nature, then they will not marry. Similarly, there were calculation of Pratiloma and Anuloma. Okay. So if a godly boy and godly girl, they will marry, they will remain happy. Demoniac boy, demoniac girl, somehow they will be okay. Same nature, no? But if a boy is demoniac and girl is divine or godly, there will be problem. Sometimes ulta also, boy is and godly, girl is demonic, then also there will be problem. The central idea is that if the boy and girl were on an equal level, the marriage would be happy, whereas inequality would lead to unhappiness. So same status should be there. Because care is no longer taken in marriage, we now find many divorces. True? So Prabhupada wrote 50 years ago, 55 years ago that if we will not take care of these considerations, divorces will take place, and divorces are increasing day by day. Very true. Okay, indeed, divorce has now become a common affair. Although formerly one's marriage would continue lifelong and the affection between husband and wife was so great that the wife would voluntarily die when her husband died or would remain a faithful widow throughout her entire life. So you see, it's not like sometimes people say they adjusted. No, they did not adjust. Because the whole life they lived happily, olden days. Because the marriage was, before marriage they considered so much compatibility and then they married. So the marriage, whole life they will live happy married life. And even though sometimes the husband dies also, the girl will remain faithful widow continually. She will not remarry or like that. Or sometimes out of separation from husband, they used to die also with husband. They cannot bear the separation of husband. So out of that great love and separation, they could not live and they were dying with the husband itself. Okay. Now, Prabhupada is saying further, now of course this is no longer possible, for human society has fallen to the level of animal society. Marriage now takes place simply by agreement. Dampatyaye aviruchir hetu. Very good. The word Abhiruchi means arrange agreement. In Kali Yuga, Bhagavatam says 12 Canto 2nd chapter 23rd 12.2.3 that in Kali Yuga marriage will take place just by agreement. If the boy and girl simply agree to marry, the marriage takes place. No consideration. But when the Vedic system is not rigidly observed, marriage frequently ends in divorce. Nowadays, marriage means very fast. Okay, within 1 month, they will meet each other, they get married. January marriage happened, December divorce. Very nice. Next year, next marriage, divorce. That's the life. Because they are not comparing very nicely, no compatibility, no matching, nothing. They don't know who is what nature. Simply on the basis of agreement, because boy is earning so much, girl is very beautiful, get married, no problem. Problem comes only after marriage, because they cannot cooperate each other. No training, no proper consideration, within 1 year, divorce. Happy. The marriage was undesirable because it would break religious principle. Here, Brahmin daughter, boy Kshatriya. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that marriage was undesirable because it would break religious principle for him to marry the daughter of a Brahmin. But this arrangement had come to him by the will of the Supreme Lord. Since childhood, I have not liked breaking the religious principles. Since my mind is surrendered to the feet of my Lord, my mind does not enjoy sinful acts. But this is the subtle arrangement of dharma. It will not lead to a dharma. Determining in this way, he agreed to her proposal. In this way thinking, King Yayati agreed to her proposal. Whose proposal? Devyani's proposal. He thought, she has said it is the will of the Lord. When sin is there, what sin is there in that? No sin. Will it not produce adharma? He is thinking like that. Since it encourages the seed of anartha, since it does not counteract the curse of Kach, it is not a cause of removing the adharma. How did his behavior arise? His mind was absorbed in behavior which took shelter of the Lord. Whose mind? Yayati's mind. He took shelter of the Lord. This arrangement was the desire of the Lord. Daiva, my mind should not absorb in actions which yield sinful results. Since I take shelter of the Lord would not let adharma happen. Because I am taking shelter of the Lord will not allow me to do adharma. My mind also does not enter into such actions. I always consider this my nature. However, since this has happened, it is desire following the independent will of the Lord and must be considered proper. Okay. I know dharma, but I have no inclination. I know adharma and do not have an inclination to give it up. I will do as the Lord situated in my heart engages me. Okay. So it is not a fault to do this as it is for others, since I am fixed in the Lord. So in this way, King Yayati thought, okay, this is the providence, the will of the Lord, so let me marry her, even though it is not a proper marriage. So in this way, King Yayati accepted the proposal of Devyani. Okay. Now, 24 to 29, Shramishta becomes Devyani's maid servant. Shramishta, the daughter of the king. So, how she became the maid servant of Devyani. Devyani is the daughter of Brahmin. Shramishta is the daughter of the king. Vishwaparva, she only throwed Devyani inside the well. Now, Devyani proposed King Yayati to marry. Yayati accepted. Now, how Shramishta became the maid, even though she is also princess, daughter of the king. So, but how she became the maid servant of Devyani, that will be discussed in this next section. We will discuss that tomorrow, 24 to 29. Okay. Hare Krishna.